Oh, when the blues go marching in. Oh, when the blues go marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number when the blues go marching.
Aloha Blues fans, and welcome to the Hawaii Blues Fan Show, the show that is by a fan, for the fans, and about the fans. I'm the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm bleeding blue with you. Well, we start a new era. The Kings crowned Yeo, and not the good way. The Predators are going to look to make a meal out of the Blues today. And then I have a wonderful, special fan of the game, and I have the perfect tattoo and pet of the game to go right along with my fan of the game, themed together. You guys are going to enjoy today's show. If you're wondering where the roving reporter is, after the last show I said he needed a break, and he thought he did too, so he's out on assignment, and I'm here to be with you. So how about we get started and talk about the LA Kings? Well, crapola. And to think I wasn't sure what I was going to have to talk about. Kings come here, Blues come here, both limping, both in the cellar of the league. And what do the Blues do? They crap in a sock. They lose 2-0. First period okay, but that was it. You know, it wasn't what we expect. It wasn't what we want. It wasn't what we think that the Blues should be. And a lot of fans have been harping, get rid of Yeo, get rid of Yeo, get rid of Yeo. And that's what the Blues did. About 2 hours after the game, they made the announcement that they had relieved Coach Yeo of his duties and that Coach Berube would be the interim coach. This is the second time he coached. First time was in Philadelphia for a short stint, and now he's here. Wow. Blues made a move early. I mean, and then Edmonton fires their coach and hires Hitchcock today. Whew. What's going on in the NHL? Right move, wrong move? I don't know. I got my first ever question from a fan. Melissa Bird of St. Louis, Missouri, sent me this question. She said, was Coach O given a fair shot, or was he fired too early? Should players be held more accountable for their performance or lack thereof? That's a wonderful question, Melissa. The answer is yes, yes, and maybe. I wasn't happy when Coach O was hired as a coach in waiting with Hitchcock, and Hitchcock only doing 1 year. Basically, he was a lame duck, and I was afraid of what would happen. Well, it kind of did play out the way I thought it would, and Hitchcock gets fired, Yeo comes in, Yeo has fresh approach, and it works for a little bit. I mean, he did take us to a playoff round. We won a round. We lost the next round, where I thought we should have probably won that round, but we lost the next round, and then get into the next season, start off good, and then like Armstrong said, come January, February, we got in a rut and we haven't been out of it. Completely agree, we haven't been out of it. And to come into this season with some of the moves that were made, this team should have been a lot better. And if you can't take the players that we have and make the team better, it's on the coach. The move time, yes, it was right. Should players be held more accountable? They should, but how? You can't put them all in the press box. You can't send them down to the minors. That's not the way the system works. So sometimes firing the coach is the best way to go, and that's what the Blues had to do. They got rid of Mike Yeo. Coach Berube's in. They said they're going to do an exhaustive search. The rumors or the things that I've heard is that Coach Q has been seen in and around St. Louis and in and around 14th and Clark in the last week or so. 2-3 weeks, week or so, something around there. What does that mean? Does that mean that their top Blues are talking to him? I don't know. It could be. Would he come back? Possibly. Chicago didn't treat him right. You know, you don't fire a coach that's won you 3 cups. You let him resign. I'm not on board that. And now we go and we face, oh God, I'm shaking my head even thinking about it. We played the last place Kings and got shut out. Now we play the first place Predators. They have just torn up the league. So what's going to happen? I mean, are the Blues going to show something new? I don't know. I mean, is there enough? Is there a fire under their asses? I don't know. I really don't know. I want to see it. I know you want to see it. We need that passion. We need that fire. We need that same energy that the fans bring. But I don't know if it's going to be there. Preds are hot. Good, strong goalie. Good defensive core. They're scoring goals. What's going to happen? You know, the Blues are only -3 on the season in goals average. Goals for, goals against. -3. And they're in almost last place. That means they're losing the 1-0 games. They haven't won one goal game yet this year. That's just, that's ridiculous. You've got to win those games. You've got to fight harder. You've got to win those games. What do I think? Well, my predictions are usually junk, but I'm going to give them anyways. The Preds are going to trounce. Trashville is just going to trounce the Blues. Yes, they are going to trounce the Blues. 5-0. I don't think that the Blues have figured anything out. I don't think Berube's had enough time. So, we shall see. Time we move on. Now, it's time for my favorite part of this show. My time to connect with you, the Blues fans, the super fans, the ones that are there no matter what. Win, lose, draw, you're a fan. At Monday's game, the Blues, well, November is Hockey Fights Cancer Month. And arenas all over have a special event or a special day. Blues had an article on them about a young girl needing a bone marrow transplant. And the Blues hosted a Be the Match setup for her. I found out about this and reached out to her supporters. Talked to them, and we decided that this show, this special show, should be about the taco. That taco is Laila Anderson. Laila Anderson is 10 years old, and for the past 14 months, she has been fighting a very rare blood disease called HLH. How rare is this disease? It's so rare that only 15 children in the entire world of 8 billion, 15 out of 8 billion have this. And not only that, she has a mutation that is the only one of its kind. Nobody else has that mutation. She's been fighting this for 14 months. She is a beautiful young lady. I know she's struggling. So her friends got together and started this site, Swab for Laila. What they're asking you to do is go to beatamatch.org. You fill out some medical information. They send you a kit. You swab your cheeks. Then they look to see if you're a match. You may not be a match for Laila, but you could be a match for somebody else. Laila, I want to tell you personally that I have some experience with what you're fighting with. Not your disease in particular, but while I was active duty, one of my shipmates had leukemia. He was taken off the ship and was getting treatment, got chemotherapy, and he needed a bone marrow match like you did. They started the swab drives here in Hawaii on the base, and I went and got myself registered. I'm too old now, but I did get registered. My friend found a match. He got his transplant and now is in full remission. I have all the hope in the world that you're going to make full remission. And I know you're loved by your friends here that I'm showing, and all the people that showed up and whose hearts you touched at the stadium. And I look at this and I go, Laila, you're the reason I do Fan of the Game. You see that smile on your face when you got to hug Steen and got the stick from Pareko. It's just amazing. Your love for the Blues, it runs so deep for such a young age. Laila, all I can say is I'm very, very proud and very honored that today, this game against the Predators, that you Laila Anderson is the Hawaii Blues Fan Show fan of the game. I hope you're smiling, Laila, and I hope you smile all the way through this episode. Well, Laila, I think you're a very special young lady, and I thought I would theme this show after you and your fight. So while I know you don't have a tattoo, this young lady, Christy Lacey, does. And this beauty is simple but elegant and fits right in with our theme. Lacey, the blues, this tattoo is beautiful. It shows that the blues are part of your heartbeat, just like I know that they're part of Laila's heartbeat. It's on her wrist. She got it done in Jacksonville, Illinois, about 4 years ago at House of Ink. She doesn't remember the artist's name, and that's okay, but this, I mean, it's a simple design, but it's very, very elegant. It goes right in with our theme today for Laila, and I don't know what else to say. Christy, it's a beautiful tattoo. I know you had a simple story. You took a drawing in, or a picture in, you showed it to them, and they copied it to your wrist, and you have the blues right there in your heartbeat, and I think that's amazing. I feel that love you have for the blues in that tattoo, and I think, Laila, know that the blues are in your heartbeat too. We're thinking about you. And I got one more surprise for you coming up in Pet of the Game. So, Laila, I've been thinking of what you need. And you need, you need a hero. You're holding out for a hero till the end of the night. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be fast, and he's got to be fresh from the fight. This here, Laila, is Hero. Hero is half Rottweiler, half German Shepherd, and he's a rescue dog. And his owner is 10-year-old Gianna. This is one happy dog. They are best friends. He helps Gianna get through her days. He's an amazing dog. I've been told so many things about him when they requested for him to be the dog of the game, the pet of the game. And I've been trying to pick that right spot. And Laila, I thought you and Gianna could share a hero. This is, like I said, a beautiful dog. And look here, he's smiling. That dog is smiling. When a dog smiles, you know you're doing something right. Laila, you got him smiling. Gianna, Hero, congratulations for being our pet of the game. What a beautiful dog you are, Hero. That about does it. Not a long show today. Laila kind of touched my heart, and I didn't want to get too much. I didn't want to go into too much. We had a little bit to talk about. But I will say this. Please, please share this episode with your friends. Please get the word out about Laila. Please go to her Facebook page, Swab for Laila. I'm going to show it here. Go on there, and one thing that I got told is she likes just to hear from people. Tell her, you know, you're hoping for the best. You know, you're hoping that she get well. You're praying for her. You're chanting for her. Whatever you do, but encourage her. Laila, I'm giving you my encouragement all the way from Hawaii, 4,300 miles away from St. Louis. I'm sending you it all, and this show is for Laila. We appreciate you. I appreciate your mom and your classmates and your classmates' mom who reached out to me and told me that I could do this for you. You know, and I have a little niece that has a developmental issue, and I put her at the end of my show, and you know, my niece's name is Ari, and Ari, what do you always say? That's right, Ari. Let's go Blues. And Laila, and all the rest of Blues Nation, This is the HawaiiBluesfan saying
Oh,
mahalo.
when the blues
Aloha.
go
We're
marching
bleeding blue with
in.
you.
Oh,
And
when
Kat,
the blues go
take it away.
marching in. Oh, I want to be in that number when the blues go marching in. Oh, when the blues go marching in. Oh, when the blues go marching in. I want to be in that number when the blues go marching